Hey, how's it going? It's Dan Holloway here from Scrap the 9 to 5, and I want to share with you a little bit of an insight, an eye-opening moment that I had at a recent SFM event. It was SFM Momentum Day, which is basically where various leaders, mentors, co-founders, Stuart Ross and Jay Kubasek, all get up on stage to talk a little bit about sort of business lessons, business strategy, mindset, all the things that need to be paid attention to get success in starting an online business. And it was after the event, I was talking to a lady who was pretty new into the community, but she was really excited and she was sort of looking forward to, to getting started with her business. And she brought her husband along to kind of like showing the ropes, showing the community, introducing to the idea and all that kind of thing. So anyway, I was speaking to them and he said something which kind of like took me by surprise. I didn't really know what to say to him, to be honest, because he said, I don't believe that my wife should invest any time or money into trying to build an online business until the system proves to her that it's going to make her money. And I said, how is it going to do that? And he said, well, until it starts producing revenue for her, until it starts making cash, she shouldn't need to invest any time or money into building a business. And I was like, what? Like, I don't get it. It's like somebody, for example, deciding that they want to become a professional golfer, right? And they're thinking of buying a, £2,000 set of clubs, and they want to, or they're thinking about starting to practice, but they say, hey, until these clubs prove to me that they will turn me into a professional scratch handicap golfer, I'm not going to invest any time or any money into buying them or practicing. I want to make sure, I want to get to a professional golf level before I put any time or effort in. It's like, what? Like, how does that make any sense? And it kind of got me thinking, like, where can this mindset come from? Because in normal life, right, there's this golf analogy, everybody recognizes that to become a master of something, to become good at something and to get results, you've got to put in time and effort and dedication, and in some cases money. You can't get the result before you make the investment. It doesn't work like that. But for some reason with online business, there's often this weird impression that you should be able to get the returns before you put in the investment, which I don't understand. And the only thing that I can put it down to is, like, we see a lot of the times these adverts online that say, hey, for 1 hour a day and zero cash investment, you could be making $10,000 a month in 3 months or less. And it's like, okay, so let's think about this for a second, right? If it was that easy to make a business that was going to generate that much money, don't you think the people that have created that system in the first place would just, outsource it to some whiz kid in India, for example? I outsource to India, for some of my business stuff. But why would a business owner not outsource to some whiz kid in India for like 50 cents an hour or whatever, and they create the system and then the business owner gets the profit? Like, why would there be a legitimate system that actually works where you can just click a few buttons and just start producing cash? Like, that makes no sense. It's not a business model that is viable in any way whatsoever. Yet, for some reason, when people start talking about online businesses, there's this weird conception that that's an actual thing that exists. And it's like, no, like, of course it doesn't exist. It's starting an online business. You're still starting a business. It's no different from, starting a shop on the high street. It's going to take investment. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take commitment, dedication, whatever. You've got to put all these things into the front end to get the business off the ground. It's no different. So that's all I can really put it down to, that this kind of conception or this impression that with an online business it should be like that, which obviously is not the case. So I just wanted to just shoot this video just to give a bit of insight into this. And if you are of the impression and you're aware that it is going to take dedication, you are going to need to invest some money, marketing budget, for example, you are going to need to put a lot of time in, it is going to be hard work, then great. You know, that's the mindset that's required to be successful, because there's going to be challenges. You know, there's going to be obstacles. There's going to be various things that will test you and kind of make you doubt yourself, for example. So, you know, it's like, if you have the mindset and you're prepared to overcome the challenges and do what needs to be done, you will get there eventually. Again, going back to the golf analogy, where, like, if somebody said, for example, hey, I'm going to practice for 4 to 6 hours a day for 5 years, you know, they might not necessarily become the best in the world, but they're going to become pretty damn good at golf. You know, they're going to be professional. They're going to be competing at some professional level or another, because they've put in the time, they've put in the effort, and they've dedicated to mastering their craft. It would be impossible for them to not become a master with that amount of investment. You know, it just wouldn't happen. It's the same with online business. You know, if you put in the time and the dedication to learn the skill set of being an online entrepreneur, the byproduct of that is money, you know, success. It's like entrepreneurship, business. The byproduct of being a good businessman is generating cash, revenue, you know, returns for your business, whatever. So if you're prepared to put in the time, if you know what it's going to take, fantastic, go for it. Just keep going at it regardless of what obstacles come up. And if you are of the impression that you can get some click button success through no effort and no time invested, then I'm sorry to say it's just not the case. So anyway, I just wanted to set the expectations and just make sure that, you know, we're on the same wavelength with this. Always want to be upfront and not, you know, have people thinking that coming into this with expectations that it's something it's not. You're starting a business, it's going to take hard work, it's going to take commitment. So anyway, thanks for listening, really appreciate it, and I will catch up with you in another video. Bye for now.